Hi guys, I hope you guys are all well today. So today's video is going to be about what is God's will for your life. Why were you created? Why are you on this earth? What is your purpose? So there's 6 billion people on this earth, and out of the 6 billion people, about like 90%, they don't know why they were created for, what their purpose is, what God's will is for them. They're just living an ordinary life. They're just existing. And that's so sad because especially when God has such an amazing plan for you and you're just there and you're just existing, you're just like obviously fulfilling and accomplishing your worldly purpose, which might be getting a job, getting married, having kids, which is obviously seen as, oh yes, you've accomplished something. But your spiritual purpose, you're not accomplished that. You haven't even excelled that in the first place. I was reading this blog and this guy described a hammer. He said, well, this is a hammer. Let's say if this hammer had a soul. And the reason why this hammer was created was to hit a nail. So this hammer has been inside a toolbox for years and no one has used this hammer. But then one day, this hammer gets used. And when he gets used, he doesn't get used for what he was created for. He gets used for something completely different. He is excited about it, but then at the end of the day, he was put back in that toolbox. And he just feels like there's something missing. He's like, do I got to do this? There's something still missing in my life. Something isn't quite right. I am comfortable, but I think there's more to life. It can't just be this. There's something else out there. So a couple of days later, this hammer gets used again. But this time he gets to use for other things that are not really part of his role. It's not really his job title, let's say. Although this hammer is a bit excited, feels like, yes, I am being used for something, he's placed back in that toolbox and goes back feeling sad and feeling empty and feeling worthless. However, on one day, this hammer is finally used for what he was created for, and that is to hit a nail. And when that happened, the light bulb went on and he's like, actually, this is what I am created for. This is what I'm supposed to do. And he feels so fulfilled and he feels a sense of peacefulness inside him, and he's so happy because he finally got to do what he was supposed to do. He finally got to do what God wanted him to do. So let's say this hammer was you, or this hammer was me. We all have been given purposes. We are here for a reason. God created you for a reason. He didn't just create you to just pay your bills or to just go to work, go to sleep, eat, and that's it. There's something greater. He firstly created you to have a relationship with Him. If you don't have a relationship with God, you will never know what your will is. He will never be able to tell you what your will is. You will never know what your purpose is on this earth and the reason why you were created. I would advise you, if you don't have any relationship with God, that you start developing a relationship with God. Because through that development, not only does He become your Father, He'll become your friend, He'll become your advisor, He'll become your comforter, He'll become your everything. And He'll start showing you revelations what He wants you to do and what His plans are for you. If you haven't took the first step, you will never know. You would not be told. He won't just come up to you and say, by the way, this is what I want you to do. These are the plans. This is what you're going to do. This is what you're supposed to do. If you haven't asked for it, you need to have that desire. You need to have that thirst, as in, this is what I want, God. I want to know what is my will. What is your will for my life, the Lord? What is it? You have to ask. And once you ask, because we serve a living God. We don't serve a God that's dead, who will answer you, because it says, ask and it shall be given. So you asking, it will be provided. He's also given us the Bible to guide us. The Bible, as I said in my other video, it's a manual of life. It's God's way of showing, this is the book. This is the book. This is the instructions. This is what you have to do to find out what my will is for your life. And if you're not opening the Bible, you will never find out. You will not have that spiritual connection with Him. You won't have that spiritual connection with the Word at all. and you will just start living just an ordinary, empty life. I don't want you guys to live just an ordinary life, because God has so much in store for you. He's got amazing plans for you. He's given you so many gifts as well. Gifts that He wants you to use. Gifts that would turn lots of people to Him. Whether it's singing, whether it's dancing, whether it's preaching the word, whether it's even you giving money to someone because you're gifted, you're blessed financially, you're still doing God's work. And just because someone's able to dance and maybe your gift was singing doesn't mean yours is rubbish or it's inferior and his is superior. God has given us all gifts, and the reason he gave us those gifts is because He knew that we would excel in it. So if your gift is singing, be happy about it. Sing your heart out. If yours is dancing, dance. If yours is giving, give. And whilst you're giving, smile as well whilst you're giving. Because God is going to bless you. God has amazing plans for you. And it's your time now to find out what those plans are. Have an amazing relationship with God. Read His word. Even sometimes you can talk to your mentors or like your pastors and say, well, actually, I am living this ordinary life, but I know there's something out there. There's something that God wants me to do. What is it? So you guys can pray together. I hope this week, whilst you're praying, you'll find out what God's will is for your life. And once you find out, trust me, there'll be a sense of peacefulness and you'll be so happy and you'll feel that you've accomplished something. Yes, it's good to accomplish things that are seen as perfect and amazing in this world, but make sure you excel spiritually as well, what God has created you to do. So I hope you have an amazing week and God bless. Bye.